my name is Politics Guy for You. A viewer sent me via comment an article from kissfm969.com, and a link will be in the description. But apparently in Amarillo, Texas and Dallas, votes got switched from Republican to Democrat. Imagine that. There seems to be boatloads of voter fraud, and we need to really keep track of it or make some sort of record of it all or something like that. That would be really good. But supposedly people had hit the all Republican button or something like that, and it glitched out, and before submission or whatever the case, it got switched to all Democrat. How do those machines do that, I wonder? And the machine afterwards was said to be fine in some sort of update. So was it a glitch or programmed to do such? Who knows? I'd be curious to find out if that was one of those George Soros voting machines. Nonetheless, voter fraud is rampant all over the place. You could hear about it, dozens of instances. But I think, especially with these, this voter theft stuff, is absolutely despicable, especially due to the elderly's perspective. That's just, if anything, it's not fair to deceive them with their own vote and steal it from them, because they'd probably be the ones not to check. Lots of people would check, but I just see it as a shot against the elderly to do that against them. I don't think that's fair. But on one hand, you have the country being flooded with refugees that are going to vote Democrat. And on another hand, you have illegals flooding through the border, no wall, but who are going to vote Democrat. Both of them on the Democrat side, because the Democrats are allowing them to stay and come over here. That's the only reason they're voting Democrat, is because they're getting support from the Democrats. So refugees and illegals, that's just the case. But Democrats, and that was just a bonus in there, but Democrats trying to take Texas is either a distraction from elsewhere, from more voter fraud elsewhere. They want you to look over here when it's really going on over here. It's all over the place. It's rampant, but it could be a distraction, or it could be a legitimate attempt, which would be out of sheer arrogance. The elite probably want Hillary to have a shocking landslide win to push her as the first female POTUS, President of the United States. The New World Order would love nothing more than to push that type of agenda. But, something to really look into is Hillary's good billionaire friend, George Soros. Supposedly he has, I've heard he's got, I'll have to find the article and cover it, but supposedly he has like 16, he has ties to voting machines in 16 states. Now how's that fair? If Hillary is, in a sense, shacked up with George Soros. And reportedly, from what I've heard, they're also in battleground states, so that's purely coincidental. I would assume there are reports of voter fraud for both sides, but I just heard it from the one side. The election is clearly rigged against Trump. I think early votes due to more time are more vulnerable to fudge the numbers because there's more time to mess with the numbers and skewer them. You can just quickly change the numbers behind the scenes. That's garbage. So voter fraud, tied to a candidate should be illegal and disqualifying them on the spot, if it can be honestly tied to them. Honestly, not fake, but honestly tied to them. And heck, even promising free education and the like to influence young voters and stuff like that should also be illegal. Robbery through tax death, you shouldn't have to pay for another's education but your own. I don't think that's fair. So Hillary can't win it unless she rigs it. That's why it's rigged. Watch your vote. Don't let them steal it. It's very important. So feel free to comment any political news I ought to cover, and thanks for listening.